Well, hello, everybody. It's me again, your humble host, and welcome back to another video. I'm your humble host, Mike Camo, here for another video. I'm here on a Wednesday night at about 11:30, so don't worry. The Forza Horizon video is currently getting uploaded as of right now at 11:30. The Forza Horizon video is getting my first ever Forza Horizon video. My first ever footage recorded from launch day yesterday. Well, for standard edition people like me, not premium edition people that got 4 days early access, which is bogus. It's terrible. But I think it was to give people a chance if they wanted exclusive access but didn't want the servers to do so. But what it did do for me is we let those guys who went on the 14th and the 15th and the 16th to preview the servers for us, just to make sure that they weren't going to crash. Game is very good. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about it. So it's set in Japan, Land of the Rising Sun. It's a location that people have been asking forever. In fact, it's not the only Japanese themed game that people have been asking for. I mean, Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I played, was set in Japan. You take control of the big guy, the big samurai, the big brother samurai, and the shinobi, the little teeny shinobi. But this game, it's really good. They definitely do give you a lot of cars. It's early on, you get gifted a couple of cars, and I've actually bought my first one, which to get a first place in a race. Well, to get a third place, I'm gonna obviously tune and beat everybody. To get a first place in one of the qualifiers that I was having, the Shikawa circuit, which kind of stinks, but it's a restriction race. So I bought a Mitsubishi 1991 Mitsubishi Evo GTO, and a lot of you American viewers are probably like, "Don't you mean the 3000 GT VR4?" VR4, yes. So for American viewers, so I'm just gonna make it easier. So I might use the European slash. So over in the U.S., it was known as the 3000 GT. We use the 3000 GT VR4 is because it was a four-wheel drive car, velocity something, four-wheel drive. The reason why it was 3000 GT, because A, that was the displacement, and 3, it was a GT car. Why couldn't we say GTO over here? Well, two things, and I'm pretty sure they didn't call it the GTO over in Europe because, well, they also had another GTO. You can't say GTO, you can't sell the GTO because Ferrari obviously would get pissed at that. The reason why Japan called it the GTO and gave royalties to Ferrari outside with cars outside Europe was, and the reason why the name was changed because they didn't want to pay up the royalties because technically GTO. And you couldn't have a GTO over in America because, well, there was a car called the GTO for most Pontiac fans, most muscle car fans. People were like, "There's not a GTO. It doesn't have a big block Pontiac out front. It doesn't have a 4-speed, and it doesn't run, and the GTO doesn't rumble. It goes blah blah blah." Versus the GTO from my back in my dad's heyday went rah rah rah. you know, that sort of thing. We didn't want any arguments like that. So over here, so I bought a 3000 GT. I bought a 3000 GT V4 VR4 slash a Mitsubishi GTO. It's known as a GTO over in Japan. Japan's parts of Europe, and it's known as a 3000 GT in parts of in North America, South America, and also Canada, because you can't have GTO up there because you can't have GT. You can't have, well, actually, I think it's known as a 3000 GT up there, but I could be wrong. Since it's a European style country, I'm pretty sure they went with the 3000 GT name, not the GTO, because I might be wrong. Somebody can throw that in the comment section. But for my American viewers, I bought a 3000 GT and VR4 MR, whatever you want to call it, versus a GTO over in Japan, the land of the rising sun over in Japan. So, and you guys are going to see in the video on some of the radio stations that are at the beginning of the game, they actually do talk in Japanese actually in this game, which is kind of funny. You even see a bullet train, and this game is getting pretty fun. I heard at one point when you get far enough, you can race a Mobile Suit Gundam mobile suit. Remember, for those of you over here in America, that was known as Gundam Wing, a Mobile Suit Gundam, the big robots. They used to shoot cannons and punch each other. And the cars are very drifty. And yes, there are American cars. I'm just not gonna buy them yet because it's a Japanese oriented game. I'm gonna buy Japanese cars, even though they give you a GMC Jimmy Ford Bronco look-alike with a 350 Chevy and 300 horsepower before they choked them. You know, because small block Chevy, America. So yeah, the game's entertaining so far. I played about 2 hours of it. I played about 2.5 hours last night because of the intro. I didn't play any tonight because I'm going to record the video footage tomorrow so that I can upload it on Friday. So tomorrow I'm going to get my capture card out, get my computer out, record some stuff. It'll be non-commentary. I hope you guys enjoy it. I sure will. And then I'll figure out how to put my thing there. So yeah, I like the game. It's cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, I unlocked this treasure chest thing that I got from the pre-order bonus. I paid you get it as standard on it, but I paid $3 for it because it wouldn't activate because the game's terrible. I was supposed to get some pre-tuned J50 Ferrari because I pre-ordered the game, and I said screw that. They already give you 8 cars. They give you like 8 cars at the beginning of the game, which is good. They're generous, and they give you plenty of money, so you can build your garage early, so you can tune your cars early or do some builds while you're tuning your car, and it'll help me in certain sections. And then when I get further into the game, I'm obviously gonna, when I get more places and I show you guys more content every other day, you know,